안녕하세요. 엄군입니다. NBA 2K19 파워포워드 키우기 마이커리어 12번째 시간 가져보도록 하겠습니다. 지난 시간에 시즌에서 올스타전에 뽑혀가지고 라이징 스타전까지 했는데요. 이어서 하반기 시즌 계속 이어서 플레이 해보도록 하겠습니다. 휴스턴 로켓츠전부터 플레이 해보겠습니다.
Absolute battle, Heat Check Gaming upsets current.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the Houston Rockets. Looking at Houston, they've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity.
능력치 포스트 공격 2개 더 올려줄게요.
Welcome everyone, let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber, and we've got time for a quick...
Thank you.
Great stuff, DA, thanks. And right around this time of the year, some teams spending long stretches on the road. Chris, that's difficult. It's got to be tough out there.
유영님 안녕하세요. 어서 오세요.
To deal with that.
It does get tough. Long road trips. Travel, you're staying home from your family, you haven't seen your family and your friends, but I tell you what it does as a team. Coaches love it because it builds camaraderie, it builds chemistry. Now you have time to go to movies and hang out with guys on your team at a restaurant or just hanging out. And what does that do? It brings you a little bit closer together because now you're building a relationship that's not based on basketball. These long road trips allow you to be together, to get to understand and know each other in ways maybe you haven't before. And believe me, there's been many times on the court I've joked with the guy on my team about something that had nothing to do with the game, and it brought us to even.
야구요. 야구 제가 다저스 경기 일정 맞춰서 보통 플레이하는데 그 다저스 경기 일정이 보니까 올스타전 끝나고 나서 3일 휴식하고 토요일부터 경기 시작하더라고요. 그래서 야구는 내일부터 다시 컨텐츠 플레이할 예정입니다. 뭐 저는 농구 게임도 좋아하고 야구 게임도 좋아하고 뭐 UFC도 좋아하고 다 좋아하는데 농구 컨텐츠가 한동안 너무 플레이를 안 했었어 가지고 그래서 좀 합니다. 아무래도 다른 분들도 보시는 분들이 꾸준하게 플레이 좀 하는 걸 원하셔가지고 그래서 너무 하나에만 편중돼도 안 되니까 안 그래도 오늘 싱킹시티 플레이 할까 했는데 제가 오늘 좀 회사에서 늦게 퇴근해가지고 집에 오니까 좀 10시가 넘었더라고요. 그래서 오늘 시kin시티 플레이하자니 좀 시간 너무 늦은 것 같고 평일에는 또 보시는 분들이 많이 적으셔서 그래서 스토리가 있는 게임이기 때문에 아무래도 그거는 금요일이나 토요일날 좀 진행해 볼까 합니다.
The runner-up in 2015 actually won the players' vote for MVP that season, but last season he took home the official hardware.
To halt the run. Again, the miss by Harden.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
You got to give the Rockets credit. I mean, other teams may have looked at the Warriors and threw up their hands, but not the Rockets. Houston tried to put pieces around Harden to contend for a title.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition.
워리어스랑 지금 1, 2 계속 다투고
They've
있죠.
achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And when you look at the Lakers, they believed they were the best team entering the year. Others believed it too, and we've seen nothing to dissuade that assumption.
Paul can't
나이스
get it to go.
리바운드.
And we've seen Harden recruiting players to Houston, Chris, helped attract another star and all those complementary players.
I mean, he gives assists to the organization. He's a star and a pitchman. I mean, that's what you have to do at this point. Team up and load up if you want to win it all.
아,
Shot's
인사이드
good
패스
from
내줬다.
Fareed.
And not everyone remembers. Harden was a good passer in college. I mean, he's refined his game, and now he's become one of the league's best.
Rondo kicks to AI. Here's LeBron.
나이스 스크린 좋았죠?
Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
오늘은 빨리 교체해주네요.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. At the elbow, it's AI.
저 센터 줬었어야 되는데.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Caldwell Pope outside. Back to AI. Gets an open look and hits. AI's got 10 points.
And I doubt more than a handful of experts would have put AI on their Rookie of the Year radar at the start of the season, but you simply can't deny the change he's made for his team.
AI wasn't getting much consideration at all when the season began, but he has forced his way, Greg, into the
네,
conversation
유영님
with his
괜찮습니다.
play. He seems to get stronger each game. And so in the game for the
안녕히
Rockets,
들어가세요.
the engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with Kenneth Fareed, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Hawks got the job done. He finished with 30 points and demonstrated his range a few times in doing so, hitting from deep. It was a wonderful showing for him. He helped the team snap that losing streak. Can he help them win another one tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. Yeah, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Oh, yeah. Once he got them on the ropes, he never let them off the hook. It was full-speed energy basketball at his greatest. They lean on him for a big portion of their scoring, with a good reason.
Hard kicks to Harris. Here's AI, and he makes the
나이스
bucket, gets the
바스켓
whistle,
카운트.
and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10.
22점 차네요.
And Stevenson's
휴스턴은
checked in for
사실
Los Angeles, they have gone 1 for
저
1, making their previous attempt.
하더웨이 빼면
And it's been an
좀
average
뛰어난
year
애가
at the free throw
없어가지고
line for this group. Only
하든
75%.
Harden, that's good.
Harden attempts more threes than just about anyone, and you don't get that kind of leeway unless you knock them down.
You know, when Chris Paul came to the Rockets, a lot of people questioned if he and
저거 들어갈 줄 알았는데 안 들어갔네.
to share the ball. Both known for being ball-dominant guards, I think you'd have to say it's worked out pretty well.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, then Caldwell Pope really sees the court well. Everyone knows this guy can shoot, but his passing is also outstanding.
There's a minute 47 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Harden, and the shot goes in. Harden's got 9 points.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Stevenson outside. Feeds it to AI.
Oh,
And
block
Capella
dunk.
sends it back.
And you can't throw up weak stuff around Capella. He takes pride in sending shots back.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Houston shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's LeBron in for Caldwell Pope. LeBron kicks to AI. Stolen by
아이고.
Fareed. Harden against Stevenson. Harden's shot is off. Lakers leading by 18. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Los Angeles with another miss. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Harden's shot is off. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Away from home,
와, 저걸 못 넣어?
and they did that flawlessly.
Yeah, and they also controlled the pace of the game for most of the night. Outstanding effort in a hostile environment.
Outside, Green buries it from three-point range. He has 5.
That's a good way to boost his three-point percentage. Take advantage of some soft defense.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside, here's AI. The shot's good from Kuzma. And the Lakers lead by 17.
에어볼
The
나왔네요.
success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Down low. And the dunk by Capella.
Leaping off the ground with such ease. Capella is exceptional with timing. How to finish these alley-oops.
There's the pass to LeBron. Here's AI. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 6 assists now in the game.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
휴스턴 로켓츠도 옛날엔 참 좋은 강팀이었는데 하든 말고는 사실 좀 득점원 할 만한 애가 없죠, 잘.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible
3쿼터인데
game
이
from
정도
AI.
점수
Yeah, I
차이면
mean, he really gave them a boost in that
휴스턴
first
경기도
half.
잡았다고
Shot
봐도
way
될 것 같아요.
above his average.
oh, this is like found money, completely
오,
unexpected, but it feels great.
르브론 저렇게 가운데 뚫리네.
Rajon Rondo is out there with Harris. Then it's AI. Then it's LeBron James. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. You know, when it comes to ongoing contract negotiations, C-Web, how distracting did you find it for those players and for yourself to deal with all that going on?
It can be very distracting if you allow it to take over. What I would suggest for players in those situations, whether you're a restricted free agent or a free agent, I would give you one piece of advice, and I think LeBron has epitomized this. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about what team or what pending teams or what city you like to go swimming in, or you and your wife visit in the summer, because all that does is create confusion. And all it does is send a message to fans and other players that maybe you're thinking about something that you can't control at that time. And so usually I think you should go introspective. You should work as hard as you can to improve and to get better. But that is something that definitely can distract you. And so hopefully you have a great layer of people that can be barriers from kind of the outside noise. The contract is going to be what it's going to be. And the only way you can continue
아,
to do
저
your work
센터로
is
썼어야
by
되는데.
going out there, executing every day on the court.
Good stuff. Green deciding where to go with it. Here's Harden. The kick out to Fareed. No good on the triple.
나이스 리.
Lakers leading by 15. To the paint, here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the hand. Timeout called the Rockets.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Tyson Chandler
오,
is checked in for
3쿼터에
JaVale
교체해주네요. 거의 끝 무렵에 들어갔는데 그래도 21점 차네요.
Ball outside.
이거 난이도
And
제일
the
높은
wide
걸로
open
해놨는데
shot
지금
off target with his three. Los Angeles has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's AI.
나이스.
And AI throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Paul. Here's the three. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles in very good shape with a 23-point lead. And now we take a look back to Mike D'Antoni talking to his team from the huddle. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Los Angeles leading by 23, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. So on the floor for Houston, Gordon is at the 2,
Nice.
Green playing the 3. Kenneth Faried is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Paul in at the point guard. It's been a few years now since rules were put into place to curb the hack-a-shack strategy. Sue, do you think the NBA made the right choice in discouraging that style, that tactic?
You know, Kev, I'm torn on this one. I don't think so. I do think that the game would have gotten ugly, the pace would have gotten bad, but I think it would have been only a couple of years as players would have been embarrassed enough.
나이스 어시스트 좋았죠?
As I travel different places, the one thing that's the difference between the United States and other places they can shoot free throws. Other places they just aren't at the park dunking it or hanging on the rim. They're actually shooting shots and skill sets and dribbling it out. You know, I was at one time a terrible free throw shooter, and the embarrassment of not making them, missing them late in the games, not being able to be there for your team the way you want to. Oh, trust
오,
me, it's no
나이스
better
스틸 좋다.
motivation than that. Not giving me a handicap and a crutch saying, oh, don't do it. I don't like the fact that they tried to place a curve on the hack-a-shack strategy. My thing is get you in the gym in the off-season.
와 29점 차네. 진짜 휴스턴이 전락했어요 정말.
We're about a minute and a half in. Lob pass to Capella.
오
6 on the
나이스.
shot clock.
엘리웁 커트했죠.
And
아
foul on the
아깝다.
shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Free throw good. AI. Both teams deciding to change it up. He doesn't
아
get the second.
이구는 안
Rockets
들어갔어요.
shooting reasonably well, 45%. Paul passes to Lee. Can they get it? That's good from Paul on the assist by Lee.
And really, Paul is a threat to score from anywhere, but the mid-range jumper, it's a specialty.
AI kicks to Caldwell Pope. Misses the 3. Rockets on offense. Lee goes in. Knocked away. It's deflected.
와우 나이스 블락.
Caldwell Pope outside. Here's AI. Got it from
나이스.
16 feet. AI's got 5 points in the quarter.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, you look at Chris Paul, he didn't play in the last 2 All-Star games, but he's a top 15 player in this league.
And Chris Paul, all NBA first or second team just about every single season. And perennial first team all defense.
But get this, only 3 point guards in league history have averaged 18 points, 10 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals for an entire season. Russell Westbrook, he did it once, Isaiah twice, and Chris Paul 5 times.
Carter dishes to Paul. To the middle. Chandler with the steal. Now here's Stevenson. Manga defended by Paul.
아우,
no
저건
good. For
넣어줬어야
Houston,
되는
they've
건데.
gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. House. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It will go down as their 48th win.
And really, after losing all 3 games to this point in the matchup, guys, they have to be happy to get a win
나이스.
here.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from AI.
Well, he showed what it takes to be a great rebounder tonight. Fighting for position, boxing out, never getting outworked down low.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't happy.
The Lakers making a switch here. Caldwell post.
점수 차이가 많이 나니까
Stevenson outside.
진짜 지금 요 100호 빼놓고 나머지 다
AI gets
벤치
to
주전이에요. 벤치 멤버.
Back to AI.
아,
It's not gonna go for him.
왜 안
Good work
들어갔지?
defensively by Carter. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Takes the 13-footer. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Now, almost any player left that wide open is going to bury that shot. This is the league. That's poor defensive work.
Here's AI. And the rebound
노마크에서
goes
왜
to
자꾸
Nene.
안 들어가냐?
Lee finds Rivers.
그래도 30점 차나?
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away.
휴스턴
They were the
쉽게
better
이겼네.
basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great
AI, we've got a couple quick questions for you here.
인터뷰 있네요.
What's up, guys?
Hey, AI. I was wondering how you feel about being one of the leading candidates for Rookie of the Year this season.
All right, come with me, guys. It's certainly a great feeling to know that all the hard work you've been putting in is getting recognized. Honestly, I
최우수
would love to
루키 후보에
witness one for
올랐나
the
보네.
fans, you know, show them that the support that they've been giving me has been paying off, and that this is just a start for a long, successful career with this team.
If tonight's crowd was any indication, you definitely have the fans in your corner.
Game recognized game, Griff.
Or shizzle, homie.
That's not working for you, man.
Thanks, AI.
Thank you.
Oh, looks like the buffet's open, Griff. Follow me.
스폰서 계약 나이키랑 추가 계약할 수 있네요. 나이키 중국 투어. 자, 다음 펠리컨즈랑 경기 이어서 플레이해 볼게요.
The upsets continue as Pacers gaming.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles,
안토니 데이비스, 빨리 2K20이 9월달에 나오는데 나오자마자 진짜 구매할 것 같아요. 레이커스로 르브론이랑 해서 빨리 플레이해보고 싶네요 진짜. 그때도 20 나오면 바로 사서 컨텐츠 플레이하면 또 레이커스로 마이커리어 모드 진행할 것 같아요.
What's up, man? I've been looking forward to meeting you.
Oh man, pleasure.
Yeah. Hey, you get a little bigger in the off season, man. You looking pretty swole nowadays.
Yeah, man. I've been eating a lot.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, about 5-6 meals a day.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
But you got a personal chef, or you cooking for yourself?
Oh, no, I cook myself.
Oh wow. Yeah. Hey, I got a big kitchen in my new spot. You can come through and cook for me sometime.
Oh, for sure. You like pasta?
Yeah. Is that your favorite thing?
My favorite thing to cook: pasta, Alfredo sauce, and chicken.
Alfredo sauce and chicken.
Hey.
I can get down with that. Okay.
Sure, we'll do it. Set it up.
All right, man. We'll do that. Hey, have a good game, bro.
You too, man. Good luck.
See you soon.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. We are nearly ready.
Well, guys,
especially those players with the skill to do a little bit of everything. DA, thank you. Smitty, when you were playing, did you ever hope for the team to make a trade to address something,
파워포워드는 제가 마이커리어로 하고 그 다음에 코리 해리스 있고 르브론 제임스 있고 구성 가드 한 명만 좀 확실한 애 와주면 좋은데
what you think the team needed. A lot of times they didn't listen, Kevin, but at least I had to voice my opinion.
It seems like a family, isn't it, Steve? And sometimes there's a fit, and sometimes there isn't a fit.
Yeah, and it's tough when you get a chance to see some of those
르브론
guys
역시
that
패스해주면
really didn't want to be traded.
바로 그냥 성공률 100%.
That you don't like.
And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Harris. AI is out there with JaVale McGee, and it's LeBron James, and it's Rondo in at the 1. Here's James.
제임스 저건 좀 무리였는데.
They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Especially on the road, you're hoping for any extra contributions. But for a couple of stretches, there the backups control the game.
Payton finds Randall over AI, and he could not get that one to go.
너무 붙었네요.
And he'll go to the line for 2. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game right now. The first one falls. And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Payton right side. Davis. And
Davis.
Dominating at the rim, something AD has always enjoyed.
Harris kicks to LeBron. To the inside. Here's AI. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second.
빨리 빠져나오려고 그랬는데. 펠리컨즈가 인사이드 쪽이 되게 강하네. 골 주변 공격이. 안토니오랑 지금 제가 맡고 있는 얘랑 외곽도 괜찮네요. 아이고 론도야 패스 좀 잘 주지.
Randall surveying the D. Here's Davis. Nice fake with
Nice.
the layup off the mark. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And
Oh.
LeBron throws it down.
Just really unselfish there. Harris is someone who knows when one of his guys is wide open.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. To the middle, stolen by McGee. Inside, and LeBron throws it down.
확실히 르브론 에이스 한 명 있으니까 한 명이 분위기를 좀 바꿔놓는.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Payton kicks to Holland. Pass to Randall. 5 on the clock. And he uses the glass on the wing.
신장 차이가 크다 보니까.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Holiday against Harris. Pass to AI. Good.
Nice
Assist from Corey Harris. AI's got his first bucket in this one.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And first time
아, 그럼 이번 펠리컨즈랑은 되게 팽팽하네.
The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
It was a sizable loss, and it was mostly due to their awful passing and ball control. They just need to use better judgment in this game.
Substitution here for New Orleans.
바로 교체해 주네요. 나갔다가 2쿼터에 들어왔는데 그래도 6점 차로 앞서고 있네.
Harris passes to AI. Harris outside. Here's AI.
Nice.
His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Because they've been patient, they're finding good shots. That's why they've hit a much higher percentage from the floor.
Down low, it's Randall and Davis. Ian Clark out there with Payton, and it's Korver in at the small forward. That's the Pelicans 5. Randall finds Clark, and he could not get them one to go.
뭐 어쨌든 파워됐어도 못 넣기만 했으면 되니까.
Steve, we know you're not going to become an official anytime soon, but is there a rule you would change in the NBA right now if you could?
자유투 잘 넣는 애네.
I look at the zone defense. I would love to go back where you're guarding your guy in some form or fashion. I know when I played, there was totally different rules about the legal defense, and it was basically imaginary line right straight down the middle.
Nice.
If you crossed that line, you had to go and double team somebody. I look at it right now. There's teams that are so good, they're just kind of playing a zone, and it's forcing us to see teams take more three-point shots.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Rockets was terrific. He scored 32 points and was on target the whole night. Didn't miss very much. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Thanks, David, for another reminder of just what an unbelievable performance that was.
One that everyone's still talking about tonight. He dominated that game in just about every way possible.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what he's got in store for us tonight. Maybe he tops himself again. I think he just might do it.
That one drops for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the paint.
놓쳤다.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Down low, here's AI. Good, and Harris gets the assist. AI's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Payton passes to Randall. And it's Clark in the corner. Offline with his 3.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this lead. He's been off all night.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And now it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead. New Orleans has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Payton against Rondo. Payton's shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
AI left side. Rondo looking over the floor. AI outside. 4 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. It's stolen by Randall. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Payton up top. He's covered by Rondo. Payton with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
You know what? I also like how he attacked the glass. Gave a terrific effort in that department.
Davis with the bucket.
If the game seems easy for AD, that's because it is. He's taking the time to develop the fundamentals of the game.
10점 차까지 벌렸네.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
Well, we saw in the first half, he has a nice mixture of moves down low, and they've been going to him.
He is reliable down there. Once he gets going, he is a machine.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. AI is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Harris. And it's James in at the small forward position. Outside Holiday. And he's good on the 3-ball.
3점 들어가네.
Holiday's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for New Orleans. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum.
나이스
That
바스켓.
will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on its heels.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
나이스 추가샷 성공.
The Pelicans shooting around 41% on the night. Holiday against Harris. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Shoots over McGee. And Davis can't get it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
James looking it over. Back to AI. In the corner, it's James. 6 to shoot. Over Corver. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And that's the
르브론 블로킹 좋아.
Always frustrating when you do
스크린
everything
해줬어야
right,
되는데.
yet just can't complete the play.
Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Drew Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. It has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been selective with his shots, but now it's pressing a bit more to get involved, and more aggression from him, I think, has helped his production.
Touching up on the changes for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Anthony Davis. Diallo comes in for Julius Randle. And Miller's subbed in for Kyle Korver. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mind set, and come back out fresh.
Stevenson against Holiday. Releases from 15. Pelicans keep it alive. Payton left side to the paint. Second chance shot. It's held in by Los Angeles. AI's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Terrible beginning to the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Pelicans trail by 15. Passes it to Okafor. Lays it up and banks it in. Okafor's got his second basket of the game.
The defense is pretty much helpless once he finds breathing room to get to the basket.
Hart kicks to LeBron. Lakers passing it around. And the pass to AI. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. And that's now 18 points for AI.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Back to Peyton. Steve, we talk a lot about team defense, but who in your mind are some of the best on-ball defenders in the game now?
Kawhi Leonard is fantastic. Avery Bradley, Marcus Smart, Draymond Green does a nice job. Even Klay Thompson, he's
Nice
a
LeBron.
whole bunch of different guys. The list goes on and on of guys being able to slide their feet without fouling. It's beautiful to watch.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on LeBron James.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Peyton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
Wood, he's checked in for Miller. And then for Los
Wow.
Angeles, Kyle Kuzma
아슬아슬하게
checked in for
들어갔네.
Lance Stevenson, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Josh Hart. Caldwell-Pope outside to the paint. The kick out to LeBron. Ingram with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Down low. And
Nice.
AI gets it to go on the assist by Caldwell-Pope. AI's got 10 points here in the second half. Pelicans trail by 17. Pass to Okafor. Dishes to Peyton. Another shot, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
아, 잘 맞긴 했는데 리바운드 뺏겼네.
For New Orleans, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season,
3쿼터 말에 교체해줬네요.
New Orleans has been the dominant
오,
conference of late.
4쿼터 꽤
It's
오래
been that
쉬었네.
way for a while,
그래도
but
11점 차까지
obviously
따라왔네.
we're seeing the development of some great young rosters.
Yeah, over time, and obviously you see the balance of conferences go one way or other. When you have teams that just dominate and win championship, usually you'll see that lopsidedness, and that's in the West right now. But on the East, I mean, that team, the Boston Celtics, we all can say if they're healthy, they got a chance to be in that conversation. You love the youth of the Philadelphia 76ers, and in Milwaukee, they need to add another player to go with Giannis, and they'll have a chance to be talked about as well.
Good overview. Down low, it's Randall and Davis. Holiday out there with Wood, and it's Diallo in at the 3. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Wood kicks to Davis. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
As solid as he's been, they're still behind. He needs help.
Here's Rondo. On the wing, Corey
Harris.
Nice. And AI throws it down.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
Yes, and you're watching. Even this late in the game, they're still making plays. You got to love watching it.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 20. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and with his game closing in on the final
와,
buzzer,
플레이 오브 더
let's take a
게임
look at our
뽑혔다.
Jordan player of the game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Here's Randall. Scored the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
and just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check.
나이스. 완전 뚫렸죠.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Peyton with the ball, working on AI. Excellent D there from Corey Harris. Lakers leading by 20.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and show
저 파울 아닌가?
for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And on the year, looking at their record, this
갑자기
game will
중거리
make
슛이
it
안
49
들어가네.
wins.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for AI.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Lakers passing it around. McGee trying to break free. And AI with the basket on the assist by James.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
They better have some extra goodies on that plane, because after this blowout, they deserve to be rewarded.
And here's Holiday. No good. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what?
펠리컨즈도 크게
I
이겼네.
don't care what the matchup is. You never.
That was a good screen you set up back there. Appreciate that.
Oh, great. AI, let's get your press conference ready. They're going to want to talk to you after that game.
All right, thanks, Charlie. Hey, I'll be right there, all right?
Sounds good.
기자회견? 오늘 활약이 좀 많이 좋았나봐요. 기자회견 한다는 거 보니까. 다음 또 이렇게 있는데 사실 여기 다 좀 실력 없는 애들밖에 없어서 토론토? 토론토 좀 세지 않나? 토론토랑 경기까지 일단 좀 스킵할게요. 자동 플레이로. 와, 졌어? 밀워키한테도 졌네? 그럼 이거 끝나면 밀워키랑도 한번 플레이 해봐야겠네요. 자, 일단 토론토랑 경기 플레이 해보겠습니다.
Go get him.
Hey, thanks, Charlie.
AI, what would it mean to you if you won Rookie of the Year?
Man, Rookie of the Year? You gonna talk about that already?
Why not? I mean, the regular season's winding down, and you're one of the leading candidates to win the award. Surely that doesn't come as a surprise to you.
팀의 탓.
I don't know, man. I don't think about that stuff, you know, especially with so many games left to play. You know, I'm just trying to do what I can do to help this team win. You know, once the season's over, if I'm still in the conversation, then I'll think about it then. But for now, you know, let's just keep it on the court. We good then? Okay. Thanks.
Thanks, AI.
We're through the first round, and it was upset central. Heat Check Gaming took out the top-seeded.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Toronto Raptors out at Scotiabank Arena. For Toronto, if tonight works out the way they hope it will and they walk out with a win, it will move them into position.
포스트 레벨업은 아직 좀 멀었네요. 3점슛을 좀 키워보자.
Fans are crazy loud tonight.
A reminder, fans, we hope you'll come and join us for trading card day.
어? 하나 들어가는데? 들어갈 때도 있긴 있네요. 확실히 레벨업 조금 하니까 진짜 타이밍 잘 맞추면 들어가나 보다.
Shooting guard at 6'6" number 14, Daniel Green. Man in the middle, 7 feet 1 inch, number 33, Marc Gasol.
It's the Lakers, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Raptors make a quick stop here at home before heading back out on the road. And you look at this team, pretty impressive. Certainly a playoff contender with the third-best record in the East.
Yeah, and they're coming in this game also looking for payback after dropping the last one. They play each other just twice this season, and they certainly
뭐 들어갔어야 되는 건데.
Well, pride is on the line, and competitiveness. You know, when you're faced with a season sweep, you've got a little more invested.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for the Lakers right now, Harris is out there with ball, and it's LeBron James, and there's JaVale McGee, and it's AI in at the 4 slot.
And even though AI didn't take a traditional path to the NBA, he's made inroads with the other players across the league. A lot of friends for that young man.
And you know, it would have been easy for AI to view himself, Greg, as an outsider after spending time in China and the G League, but he's put himself out there and can always be found chatting with other NBA stars.
같은 파워포워드인데 3점 잡았네.
Moving around, trying to create super teams, Doris, but talk about the challenge
of
coaching a team with all those big-name players.
Well, the first thing a coach has to do is you have got to manage the expectations, and those expectations come from a variety of fields, right? The ownership, the players themselves, and the fan base all have expectations of what they want. So you got to manage that. The other part is great players all have ego. Everybody wants their touches. Everyone wants to feel the basketball. So trying to manage a super team involves an awful lot of things. And let's not forget,
천천히
players
가자.
6 through 10 have got to help your team win as well.
For the Raptors, their last game a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Back to ball. LeBron outside. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. McGee finds Harris. 4 on the shot clock. Over Green. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
스크린
He's
좋았죠?
just so polished on offense. Harris has what it takes to score from the mid-range. You got to step up on it.
Now here's Lowry. 29 points for him last game against Cleveland.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Well, Lowry had his mind made up. It's the rise and fire as soon as he gets the touch.
All right, now let's find out what head coach Nick Nurse had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Yeah, Kevin, he's mindful of the fact that this is a shot-blocking team they're playing, and he doesn't want his team to be shy offensively. He said, if anything, we have to be patient and at the same time aggressive. If we can be deceptive in the way we attack, and there are ways to do that, we can score inside. We'll see if that works, Kevin.
That's great, David. Thanks for the kind of tough D they're facing today. He's hoping they can get off to a quick start.
And it's essential. When you're facing a strong defensive team, the last thing you can afford to do is fall behind early.
Agreed, Greg, because you're not going to mount a comeback against these guys. A strong first half is absolutely essential if they're going to win this thing.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Yeah, maybe a new approach, because what they're doing is not working. You're going to have to alter some things on the offensive end.
와, 지고 있네. 이번
Just
들어왔더니.
over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. We've got Jeremy Lin, also Green out there. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka. And it's Siakam in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
One thing you have to admire, Doris, about the Raptors franchise is their sustained success.
And that's not easy, Kevin. Last year marked their 3rd straight 50-win season and their 5th straight postseason trip. Very few other teams can claim those items in that time frame. For the Raptors, what a good, solid core.
AI with the bucket. Greg, it's hard to imagine that 1 year ago, AI wasn't even in the NBA. Now he's an important part of this team.
The improvement he's shown from that first pressure-packed game, it's been remarkable. He's always showed potential, but where he is now with his impact is beyond what anyone could have expected.
Here's Lin after the made shot from AI. Just 5 to shoot. From 7, and it's Ibaka with the bucket inside. Ibaka's got the lead up to 6 now for Toronto.
Boy, this guy's a rock. You know, this is a player that you can count on to produce under any circumstance.
Kuzma kicks to James. Inside, it's stolen by Ibaka. Passes to Siakam. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Lonzo Ball picks one up. The Raptors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Marc Gasol has checked in for Serge Ibaka. And the Lakers also making a switch. Stevenson's checked in. The pass to Harris. He kicks it to AI. And good. And
Nice.
takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. AI's got 4 this quarter. Raptors leading by 6. Outside, Lin. Gasol up top. Pass to Leonard. Clock at 6. The shot, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, there's no doubt. They were sharp on the offensive end. The bench guys just did a sensational job bringing their A game.
You know, Doris, certain guards just have a
아,
knack for
두
scoring
번째
the
못
post.
넣었다.
When you think of that list, I'm sure there are a couple right at the top that come to mind.
Yeah, well, who don't you want to deal with in the low post out of the guard position? I'll give you one. Dwayne Wade. If he's on the post with a back-down dribble that he can use to his advantage, turn the lights out. Here's another guy, Sean Livingston. Unbelievable length, plays at his own pace. Both guys are nightmares in the post. Good luck checking either one.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin.
아,
AI in their last time
안
out against the
들어갔어.
Bulls was huge. He scored 26 points, and there really wasn't much you could do to stop him. He shot it efficiently from both the floor and the
아,
foul
르브론이
line.
빨리 나와야
The
되는데.
stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Hey, David, thank you. Any chance he can match that guy's and that performance again here tonight?
I tell you what, I know he believes he can. His confidence right now is sky high. And he doesn't think there's anybody that can stop him.
Well, there might not be, because he's coming into this game thinking he can be just as dominant as he was the last time he took the floor.
Here's Hart, back to AI.
나이스.
And AI throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Here's Lowry, following the bucket by the Lakers. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Boy, that's a pass I don't think anyone saw coming other than maybe Kyle Lowry. What vision on the dish.
And the Lakers making a change here. Ingram's checked in. Now here's Rondo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hart the pass to AI. Makes it off the glass.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the
일단
quarter and built on it.
주 벤치 멤버 말고 주전 멤버 나올 때까지 계속 버텨야 돼요. 3쿼터 되면 나오겠죠.
Kicks to Gasol. Yep, it counts.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Thank you, Kevin. With a big part of the season now behind us, you are a serious Rookie of the Year candidate. How much motivation does that give you?
You know, it'd be a dream to get my hands on that trophy, DA. For all the love that the fans are giving me this season, I mean, it would be huge to pay them back with some hardware. So let's hope for best.
Would definitely be great for you to see. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Really an incredible game from AI.
And through the first 2 quarters, they went to him repeatedly in the post.
오, 르브론 다시 나왔네요.
And why not, Greg, right? If you continue to
페이스도
produce,
나오고.
just get him shot after shot. Super assertive right now on the interior.
Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got JaVale McGee. AI is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Harris. And it's Ball in at the point.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
오, 파울 얻어냈어? 아니네.
Raptors leading by 8. Lowry with the ball. Outside Gasol.
와, 가솔. 그래. 제 센터인데 3점까지 넣으려고 설마.
Ball, the pass to AI. Harris kicks the ball. Lakers passing it around. LeBron James on the wing. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15
나이스.
points
야,
a game.
르브론.
As much as LeBron loves to create, there are times when he simply has to do it himself. Too good to pass up that one.
Here's Lowry. Following the basket by LeBron James. Now Lowry, he has 5. Outside Gasol. No good on the 3.
가솔이 원래 3점슛 잘 쏘나 보네.
To have that one over.
And Marc Gasol, a force on both ends of the floor.
Oh, nice.
Great that he's won a Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, you know, Gasol doesn't really wow you on defense with what he does.
내가 다 득점하는 것보다는 팀원 이용해서 이기는 게 중요하니까.
And his rotations are what make him so great. Always involved in plays, and he just seems to be able to protect the rim in a terrific.
야, 결국 늦네.
Guys, listen, the defense was totally invisible on that three-point attempt. Nobody even in his zip code.
And the Lakers call time here. And the Raptors with some changes.
7점 차 또 벌어져 있어.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the third. Now here's Lowry.
4쿼터에 승부 걸어야
his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
아니지. 13점 차네. 이렇게 벌어졌어?
Off target with the fadeaway.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And so it's Toronto.
아, 토론토가 확실히 세긴 세네.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game, and this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, GA, you know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. And it's Marc Gasol, and it's Bielitsa in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Lakers trail by 15. LeBron James on the wing. AI in the post, defended by Gasol. Passes to Hart.
아, 가솔 갑자기 근데 왜 나를 막는겨?
5 on the clock. LeBron kicks to AI.
Ah.
That one a little long. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
Affecting the shot in it there. Excellent defense.
You know, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
Now here is Lowry. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. With college basketball expanding the three-point arc out to FIBA range doors. Does that set the table, you think, for the NBA to move its arc? Three-point shooting line out as well?
점점 희망이 안 보이는데.
I would like to see, Kevin, is a more unified game across countries, right?
오, 잉그람 좋았다.
Basketball in particular becoming a more global game. I think one thing that I'd really love to see at the lower levels of basketball in the formative stages is young players have to play with a shot clock. Because what that forces those players to do is be 3-tool players. Under duress of a shot clock, you better be able to put the ball on the deck, make a pass, or take a shot. So I think the more we can normalize a set of international rules, the better basketball is going to be long term.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
You know, a lot of people have looked at the schedule of the NBA doors, and they think you could eliminate back-to-backs of teams that face each other 4 times in a season to a 2-game series in each city. It's kind of a baseball-type feel. Would you support that?
You know, it's an intriguing possibility to me, Kevin, because one, it would cut down on travel, which obviously would make things a little bit better and easier for players. The travel schedule is taxing, particularly on back-to-backs. And so I don't know if there would be an opportunity for Adam Silver to maybe somehow run a test case. Would you be willing to put it in for a season, see how it fits in the overall context of the season? But it is an intriguing idea, and we are trying to improve the product no matter which way we go.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And guys, veteran Danny Green moving north last summer as part of the Kawhi Leonard trade, now in a Toronto Raptors uniform.
Yeah, and not the big name in that deal, obviously, but an important piece. Green is shown to be a very capable 3-and-D guy, and it's the next chapter in what has been a solid career for him.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. JaVale McGee's checked in for Kyle Kuzma, and Harris subbed in for Brandon Ingram. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. To the middle. Here's AI. And
Nice.
AI throws it down.
How about that? LeBron James always looking for his guys. The court vision, unreal.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. And the Raptors with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. To the inside. That's good from Lowry on the assist by Green. 7 points for Kyle Lowry.
Well, Kevin, this guy's proven over and over that despite his size disadvantage, he's still able to score in the paint.
LeBron kicks the ball. Now the pass to AI. Puts it up from 15. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI.
이번 경기 완전 꼬였는데. 아 진짜 1분 40초 남았는데. 오 나이스.
You know, anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly
나이스.
right there.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball.
네, 13점 차인데 3점 슈터가 없어가지고 르브론도 3점 잘 안 쏘고. 야, 세기다.
Lowry's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Raptors.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal
Nice.
all-around game for Lynn.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Here's Lowry after the made shot from AI. Lowry passes to Siakam. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. Outside Lowry. Back to Siakam. Over AI. Siakam misses. And here are the Lakers. They trail by 14. Here's AI. Buries it down
나이스.
low.
And guys, you gotta ask, where
그래도
was this
20점,
effort
20득점은 넘겼네요.
Game's over now.
Right, frustrating for sure, Greg. I don't think
아,
they'll be able to mount
토론토는
a
역시
comeback at this
강하네.
point.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that
Yeah, what's the charge? That's what I saw.
플레이오프전까지 (14) 경기 정도 남았네요. 네, 14경기 정도 뒤면 플레이오프전 드디어 해서 우승 도전할 수 있을 것 같습니다. 지금 리그 통계 보면 아, 골든 스테이트가 1위네. 미러키가 1등이구나. 필라델피아 76서스랑. 디비전 루키 보고서. 아, 지금 트레이 형에 이어서 2등이네요. 1등에서 신인왕 한번 먹어야 되는데. 자, 일단 NBA2K19 파워포워드 키우기 12번째 시간 가져봤는데, 오늘은 여기까지 플레이 하도록 하겠습니다. 다음 시간에는 여기 디트로이트 전부터 플레이 하도록 하겠습니다. 아마 다음 시간이나 다다음 시간 정도 되면 플레이오프 시작할 수 있을 것 같아요. 그래서 한 2번에서 3번 정도 더 지나면 우승까지 해서 컨텐츠 마무리 지을 수 있지 않을까 싶습니다. 자, 일단 오늘 방송은 여기까지 플레이 하도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 마치겠습니다.